everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, here with
Dead Man Bones.
And we just got back from going and seeing the live action adaptation of the classic DreamWorks movie. Almost again, DreamWorks movie.
There were games.
No, I know, but the DreamWorks movie, How to Train Your Dragon. Now, I'm not going to say anything about spoilers because let's be honest, at this point, if you've seen the original movie, which just about everybody has, you know what the plot is, and this is the same thing. But with these companies that are constantly coming out with all these live action versions of movies, people say, stop, just come out with something new. And I can understand, I agree with that there doesn't seem that much creativeness in movies these days. But what was your personal thoughts in this particular case of this live action adaptation of the classic movie?
Yeah, Disney, take notes.
Yeah, I think DreamWorks was like, hey, Disney, here, hold my beer. Let me show you how it's done. Honestly, spot by spot, beat by beat, it was a very authentic recreation of the original movie with some additional parts. They didn't change any of the plot. It is exactly the same movie. It is actually very well done with the addition of adding some more dialogue and more scenes of the characters in it.
Interactions and whatnot.
And more interactions to where they actually made them better characters. So what do you think about the casting?
Holy crap. It's like, they did pretty good. It's like, I mean, the cast... looks wise, yep, and it's like, let's be clear, Hiccups kind of sounds close, not exact same, but close, especially Stoic. That voice on par, almost on par.
Because
it's
that's the thing. It's like you look, because I think that's the main problem people have with these is if you change plots, which like. Lilo and Stitch, removing characters, changing main plot points, changing characters, making one guy who's technically good a bad guy, and changing the ending. That's what pissed off a lot of people with Lilo and Stitch. Even though it's a good movie, that's what pissed people off, and I can understand why. This is the way you do it, okay? They add new stuff that fits in with the same story, which is showed perfectly. The computer effects are fantastic, top notch. The casting, I agree with you. And when you have a movie like DreamWorks, they always have over exaggerated body shapes of people. Okay, so you're not going to be able in real life make characters look the same as the characters from the movies, but they did. They cast actors that actually looked the part. I mean, yeah, you could tell some of the people had like specialized costumes on to make them seem like more bulky and round. But they got all the dragons right. They got all their personalities right. They got all of the characters' personalities right. Beat by beat, this hands down is one of the best fucking live action adaptations of a movie I have ever seen.
Now, I grew up with this movie.
I didn't grow up with it, but I've seen all.
This is not coming from someone like, oh God, my nostalgia. But either way, I loved that movie.
And the scenes they added were just like expanding on stuff. So this is longer than the original movie. It was over 2+ hours long. So it is a rather long movie. But the stuff they added worked. It actually showed more development in these characters. And the fact of the matter of it is, I watched the original the other day before I went into this because I was ready to tear it a new one. I was, because I got so downvoted, and I only got an 80% like on my Lilo and Stitch review because people disagreed with me, and that's how people show how they disagree with you. They give you a thumbs down on your YouTube video, which is not the way you do it. You're supposed to leave it in the comments, not give a thumbs down. If you didn't like it, don't give a thumbs up, and don't give a thumbs down because that screws up the algorithm of your damn videos. You people don't get that. But I get why people were upset with Lilo and Stitch. It made sense to me, even though I liked the movie. They did change quite a bit in that. This, they changed nothing. And while you're like, oh great, it's the same movie I've seen. Yes, it is.
It's not exactly one for one.
Well, it's close. It's pretty damn accurate. I mean, even down to certain camera angles, certain viewpoints, like the part at the very beginning where Hiccup is going to find Toothless for the first time, where he crash landed and slid through the forest. That is almost an identical same angle shot of him looking and going down there. So even when you notice he tripped when he was going down, he tripped at the same time as he did in the original movie. So, honestly, the acting was phenomenal. The sets they have are really neat looking. Their costumes are badass. And, every aspect of the original movie is in this, and it's done correctly. Correctly, people. Is with Hollywood, they don't have any new ideas, so all they can do is do a remake or a live action version like Disney. And I once again, House of Mouse, y'all need to put down your pipes or whatever you're smoking and look and see what DreamWorks did. Because if you're going to do a live action,
take the time to cook.
Cook it, get it right, stay true to the original. Ain't nothing wrong with modifying a little stuff here and there. Just don't change massive story beats and character arcs. This did not change anything. It only added to it. It was like taking a chocolate cake and putting a delicious icing on it. They made it better. So out of 1 out of 10, what do you rank this as, let's just say, not comparing it even to the original. Let's say you've never seen it and you went and seen this with your family and friends. Out of a 1 out of 10, what would you give this live action version?
9.
I am going to go out and I'm going to say this is a 9.8. It is damn near a 10 because the characters, the acting was well written. The acting was really well done. The sets, the outfits they wore, the pacing, the story, how they told the story was pretty much exactly correct. The CGI effects, like even you said, certain parts, some of the animators were just, they were having a good time with this. They were like, okay, we're going to flex a little here and there because the CGI is like really good. And I had people even say to me, well, the first movie was already CGI. You already know what it's going to look like. Oh, no.
Keep in mind what DreamWorks does for a living. They are a computer animation studio. 20 million less than the animated version from 2010. So the animated version had $170 million budget.
So the original was 170 million and this was 150 million. So while this is 150, it's still 20 million less than the original? Wow. Talk about doing more with less. I'm actually shell-shocked. Honestly, can we recommend this movie? Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. It's got good action scenes, great effects, the pacing. It's not slow and boring at all. Even the mundane scenes from the original movie that are in this are still done in a way to where you're still like watching and going, okay, this is cool. And honestly, this is the way you do a live action remake. If DreamWorks decides to do that with their other IPs, if they do it like this, I don't have a problem with it. I'd still like to see something new and original, but if they're going to go that route, this is the way to do it.
I'm going to put this idea in your head, y'all. Keep in mind, DreamWorks owns at least the rights for at least one instance of Voltron. So, imagine that.
Hands down, I have to say, this was... it was a treat. I wasn't not expecting to like this movie. I went into it thinking the same as every other live action remake. That they were going to move shit around. They were change it. They were not do good casting. And honestly, hands down, they got everything right in this. I really do think. Might be a little bit shorter. It was a little long. Considering this is a movie for family with kids, and we know how kids get antsy a lot. It's a little long, but not enough to where it really will take you out of it.
I've seen longer family movies.
I have too. That's really the only nitpick I can say about it is it's a little too long. But other than that, hands down, I recommend this. I almost give this a perfect score. I give it a 9.8. He gives it a 9. Definitely, if you were a fan of the original, at least it deserves a chance for you to at least check this out. If you want to wait till it goes on a movie on demand or a streaming service, that's fine too. But this is one I would say, hands down, would be perfect to watch in 3D at IMAX. This is a movie that I think would be fantastic at IMAX. But in the end, this was Nate, aka Double Dog, here with
Deadman Bones.
And please remember, here at Double Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people,
the devil is in the details.
Peace out until next time. And go and see the movie. It's actually really damn good.